Okay, so we have 1 minute to go to our next session. These two students are from Japan, and their past work have been reported by IEEE Solid State Security Society. That is a very innovative and pioneering work to use the open source PDKs and EDA tools trying to tape out their CPU with ARM, with the RAM. Yeah, that's very, in just 1 month, that's very fabulous work. So without further ado, let's welcome our two speakers with a big N.
Everyone. Thank you for inviting Rinano-san, and welcome to our presentation, The Journey of Two Novice LSI Enthusiasts, a tapeout of CPU+RAM in just 1 month. I heard that Taiwan has program for college or grad school student to tape out your own design without paying money. However, Japan has no such program, so we submitted to the Open MPW program, which is one of the free tapeout programs sponsored by Google. Although we had no prior knowledge of designing LSI, we were able to complete the tapeout in just 1 month, thanks to using open source EDA tools and our efforts. So let's get started.
Hi, I'm Kazuhide Uchiyama. I'm first year master's student at National Institute of Informatics. I was third year undergraduate student when we did tape out. Even since I built CPU to understand assembly language in first year, I have been building a CPU.
Hello, my name is Yuki Azuma. I'm also first year graduate student at University of Tsukuba. I'm majoring astrophysics. My current research team is developing numerical hydrodynamics codes for astrophysical phenomena. My hobby is building stuff from scratch to know how it works. So we love to explore the computer world. To understand computer behavior, CPU, the kernel of computers, as the name suggests, is completely black box. There are no source codes. So we started to build our original CPU. We are also holding the hobbyist group CPU Dev for sharing CPU and HDL news. We use FPGA and simulation to make CPU, but this is not genuine CPU. FPGA acts like logic circuit, but this is fake. Genuine CPU uses LSI and constructed by electrical circuit. And we were curious about the LSI design too. How do CPU vendors do silicon layers despite a very complex circuit CPU? Now begin an easy introduction of our original ISA, which we tape out it. Jacaranda 8 is tiny 8-bit architecture, but it implements interrupt. This table is the full set of ISA.
OpenMPW is a shuttle program launched by eFabless, sponsored by Google. All the EDA tools and process design kit necessary for semiconductor design are open source. And if you generate a design using these tools and submit the design to eFabless, they will manufacture the chip for free. Currently, Skywater's 130 nanometer process and GlobalFoundries 180 process are available. Now let's talk about our journey. First, this is a whole timeline of tapeout. In July 2020, OpenMPW was announced. A year later, I wrote an article about how to use OpenRAM, something like a compiler for semiconductor design, and Caravelle, something like framework to participate OpenMPW. In September, MPW3 was announced, and we decided to participate in October. And from there, the 1 month death march was started. Before OpenMPW announcement, we already had made the 8-bit CPU design as CPU dev. So we thought what we should do is only porting the design to Caravelle at the time, and it was a big mistake. By the way, CPU can be designed using Verilog HDL, much like programming. After the OpenMPW announcement, I wrote OpenMPW tutorial in Japanese. The purpose was to lower the language barrier, and it was only a contribution what I could do at the time. By the way, I put the article on my very cool domain, VLSIJP.
Our journey has literally started on a journey in Fukui. Fukui is a western district of Tokyo. This is the action history of day 1. We decided to register MPW3 at 9 a.m. We moved to Tojinbo for sightseeing and installed PDK and OpenLAN while waiting for a bus. At Komatsu Airport at 7 p.m., we pulled Cover Git project, and at Haneda, we created eFabrics account and GitHub repository. Thanks to Kazu's documentation, onboarding was very quick. This is beginning spot, Oshima Island, near from Tojinbo. We might be empowered by this shrine.
Since the project started, we spent first 9 days porting our 8-bit CPU to Caravelle. For example, we wrote the test program for 8-bit CPU and Caravelle and the test bench for Caravelle. Not just porting, there were many works to do more than we thought. But well, the phase was still fun for us. After the synthesis went well, the next enemy was OpenRoad. Before this phase, we could deal with problems with our C or Verilog knowledges. But from this phase, we had to fight with the unknown for us.
The first big program was out of memory. This is our build cycle. First, run OpenLAN and then placement and routing starts. A short time passed, the memory usage is super increasing, so make swap and swap them to prevent OOM killer until it is stable. Then neglect computer 6 hours to 1 day. If build has been failed, change configuration and start the cycle.
After the build cycle started running, our next enemy was build time. Even I used 32 threads, it takes up to 8 hours. That's horrible. To deal with so long building time, we created a system which noticed our smartwatch the end of building. After that, if there are some errors, I edited configuration and went to bed. Well, the main reason why I took 8 hours was memory. At the time, we did not know how to integrate megacells, so I generated memory by auto-routing. I wanted to use OpenRAM. Also, configuration was our big enemy. Because we are beginner, we couldn't understand meaning of each variables. even we could read references. So the way we only could do was edit variables it seems to relate error and run build. It was almost machine learning. There were so many errors, and we as an amateur, I had no idea what the errors mean or what causes them. I couldn't even find anything on Google.
Final stage was bothered with if-addresses pre-check and tapeout check. In the tapeout check, there was a violation that was not on pre-check. This was very confusing, but if-address staff helped us kindly. Finally, we've done it. This is the layout of Jacaranda 8. As we weren't able to pack modules to megacell, it is auto-generated by router completely. 1.5 years after submit of project, we've got our chips. Here is real chip. The fabrication process was in some trouble, so it took a very long time to get them. This is a specific photo. We got how many chips?
200.
200 chips. Yeah, and if-address give us the board.
The whole tray with the chips you made.
Yes.
200 chips.
Yes.
Finally, we could make our LSI without knowledge of semiconductor engineering. Open source Silicon Slack members helped us much. If more practical knowledge about semiconductor design were publicly available, it would have made the work much easier. OpenPW now suspended, so we're looking forward to TSMC. So run semiconductor design and launch fabless company.
This is acknowledgement. eFabless, Google Skywater, Open Source Silicon Stack helped us much. Thank you. And Rinland-san and Shouwei Xiao and COSCUP'24, thank you for inviting to precious session time. And thank you for listening our speaking. Thank you.
Q&A session that anyone wants to ask a question? Oh.
Have you tested your chips and does it work well?
Yeah, but the it worked partially.
So what part went wrong or and yes.
I tested the program of UART to output some characters, but we expect the A character, but we got something wrong character. I don't know the reason, but it works at UART. Yeah.
What's your peripheral interface? The computer UART or something? Since the core is just a CPU, but do you have an external interface to communicate with the outside? So, which interface you choose?
UART, and is there any other peripherals, SPI or JTAG? Is there any other?
Yeah, only UART.
Only UART.
Yes.
Okay. Still, that's very impressive. 30 days of work. They even installed the portion at the beginning of the day. So UART only is enough. Maybe Professor Chen have some input from your side.
I'm
decide so quickly to to produce your own IC just in one day. Yeah.
Do you have any prior sessions or learning lessons that teach you the basics, or is completely new to? Because I know that you have done some course in a very rapid time, but apparently you have some knowledge. So what kind of knowledge did you have before doing this?
なんです
この前、
あ
なんかその事前になんか勉強してたの。
オープンピラミッドについて。
うん。
Yes. Yeah. My hobby is something my hobby is writing articles about semiconductor and computer architecture. So yeah, I read something like something like documents. So I translate Japanese articles. Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
Okay. Other questions.
So it sounds like a lot of the time you spent was in waiting for build. Is this a result of running OpenLane on your laptop? And if so, did you have access to a larger computer, or did you try to get access to a larger computer?
We tried on the desktop computer in my home.
So if you had a large computer, you could possibly shorten this to like a week.
Maybe, I guess. Is there any computer farm in Tsubaka in your university? Like that you can access to the servers or?
No, we didn't have them. Yeah.
I see. That's a pain for all of us because in Taiwan the universities doesn't provide service as well. May I ask, you're coming from universities or? Yeah.
No, I have a colleague who's playing with Open Road and Open Lane, and he routes a chip in about half an hour, but maybe it's a small chip.
May I ask which lab or setup they're using to? It's a pretty modern machine. So AMD EPIC maybe, or I don't know. Just curious.
I think the reason of long time build is generating memory.
Oh, the RAM compiler.
Yeah, it's very complex circuit.
Yeah, and because you're mentioning RAM, sorry that I got a little bit dozed off during your presentation. Is the RAM logic? Do you use the Open RAM compiler? Because the RAM fabrics need to be some kind of compiled, right?
Mm-hmm.
The RAM logic is it the flip-flop RAM, or is RAM logic compiled by the RAM compiler? By the RAM compiler? Or sorry.
Oh.
Maybe I can Google it for you. Did you use the Open RAM?
Open RAM.
You
Yes.
use this one. Oh, I see.
I knew Open RAM, but it's hard to use.
Oh, so you didn't use the Open RAM? Okay.
Yes.
I see. But RAM fabrics is okay. I see. Is there any other questions?
May I ask the final size, like how many logic gate you use, and how's the chip size, die size in your final table?
大サイズだっけ。
10ミリ四方。
あ
So 10 millimeters square.
Okay,
Yeah.
10 millimeters.
10 millimeter? 10 millimeter, yes.
See, about 3 multiplied by 3, I think. Or 10 multiplied by 10, because
by 10. Sorry.
your width and height. of this?
The floor plan, how
Mm.
the wise and the dimension.
Oh, 100 meg. Oh, I see. I see.
Okay, we can do it.
And how about the logic gate? Do you have the number of the logic gate usage?
Logic cells.
Yes.
Number of logic cells. いくつだっけ ?8000 ぐらい。
Mm.
Maybe 8,000 cells.
Mm.
Yeah.
There's no more questions, then we can have a little break now. And again, please give a big hand to our break.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next session will be held at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you want to go to the lunch or other activity, this is the time. Yeah. 我们下午1点才会开始有议程。那如果中间需要去吃饭的话，可以现在去吃。这样，感谢各位的配合。不顺利，有一个讲者消失了。
technology may